Exactly. Metallic Amper, vodka. You understand me. Alright, so, here we go. Mega random. 7-player free-for-all. Turbo random map. Because, I mean, I couldn't think of anything else. That's like the first thing that came to mind. We're on Age of Empires HD. Hopefully we'll have a smooth and buttery experience today. But there's no guarantees of that because it's AoE HD. But hey, it's been a little better than... no, it's been a little bit better recently. Okay, so gold. Yeah, no gold. This is going to be horrendous. There's going to be trash this game. There's quite a bit of stone scattered around, but there is no gold. I mean, there's 2 gold piles for each player, with a couple of additional spots of 2 gold piles scattered around, but really it's nothing. Big problems. Now, since this is a free-for-all, I mean, players can trade if they want to make an alliance, and let's be honest here, we're talking about a free-for-all. There's no such thing as a fair free-for-all. Meanwhile, you've got this huge wood line in the middle. I mean, that is a thick wood. Look at that. Let me turn off the clock right there. Oh! Fills the screen. It's beautiful. And then you've got some clumpy woods at the edge of the map, which are also quite thick. But, yeah, other than that, it's very open. It's extremely open. Everybody is going to hate each other this game. This is going to be one of those games that just makes your blood boil. There's probably going to be towers from most players, as there is quite a lot of oh my, jeez. Rip red. Oh my god. HD strikes again. Just when I thought it might be okay. Arthur Dane, our highest rated player in this game, our red player, Eagle Scout, hit the bong too hard, got stoned, and now he can't find his way out of his base because he is trapped in there. Jeez, well, that's pretty unfortunate, isn't it? That's gotta suck. Arthur Dane. Most unfortunate man in the universe in this game right here. God damn, that's just HD strikes back. Alright, well, either way, it's going to be a pretty nasty game for most of these guys. It's going to be, I imagine, a lot of towers. You're kidding me? How did that happen? Teal just kills Yellow's scout right there. And look how close their wood lines are as well. They're in kissing distance right there. You can send each other love letters while they chop wood. But, alright, up to the north of the map. In the purple, Tudor James Price playing as the Celts. To his right, Christopher 04 in the green playing as the Goths. To his right, Virus. Going to spread like a plague over this map in the teal playing as the Slavs. Yellow player, Novanoid. Teutons. What a great civ for this map. Taking advantage of the free murder holes. And of course, what is Virus trying to do? Trying to kill a Vil? It's not going to happen. And also, of course, the extra garrison capacity of their towers. Red, Arthur Dane, the guy, you know, just screwed from minute 1. Incas. Nice civ, actually, again, due to the towers being cheaper, less stone cost for their buildings. Jimpu in the orange, playing as the Britons. That's okay. Nilj, oh god. Nij Pardwand. Sounds like he's from the great country of the Netherlands, playing as the Mongols in the blue. Nice to take advantage of all these deer, actually. There are a lot of deer on this one, but you really should pull that boar in as well. And that's it. We've gone full circle. The circle of life as... well, it's not going to be a circle of life for long. It's going to be a circle of death very soon, as these guys are going to be fighting each other tooth and nail. Virus here has an idle villager for quite some time. It's a little bit concerning. You should be hitting that idle villager hotkey more often. Every few moments, every few seconds. Idle villager hotkey. You want to hear it? You want to hear that sound? Oh, not that sound. Put her back to work so I can demonstrate the sound. Come on. Come on, Purple. No. No, god damn it. Alright, I need to find someone who doesn't have an idle villager. Novanoid. Damn it, you have idle villagers. Jimpu. There you go. That's what you want to be hearing. Get used to it. Anyway, He killed his scout over here. He realized the problem. He's taking the stone. Red's our first player to the feudal age. Look at this. He's so much faster to feudal than everybody else here. And Teal's just going to let his scout die by the looks of things. Oh, no, no, no. He is going to realize what's going on. What's going on? As he runs his scout away. But, yeah, I think it's really sucks for Red that his scout died. Well, not died, but got trapped because he's going to the right side, which is where Novanoid is. And this could be a good thing for this game. And I say that because Novanoid and our red player here are the two highest rated players. And they are probably going to be the biggest threats to everyone else. So if they're going to be fighting, that's a good thing. Probably. On the left side, though, he is a lot closer to Orange. And if he did go towards Orange, Orange would be so screwed. Orange is still going to be pretty screwed because he's got militia coming to him right now. The Mongol militia drush. I like it. Hey, 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 get out of there with the pyramids. No. No, Stefan. Steph ENB, I guess. Don't do it. And don't shout overlay at me because I don't have the overlay right now for HD. It's I'm still waiting for the new version. And yeah, so do you need the expansions to see the game? No, you do not. You can see the game even without the expansions, even though it's hosted on the expansions. You can play the expansions even without the expansions, but you're just limited to what civs you can use. First villager down, first casualty for Novanoid out here as Arthur Dane starts building his quick wall to try and protect his tower. Oh, okay, villagers are in, but he's out of range of this tower here, or at least this tower isn't attacking his villas, so he's going to get the win here. He's going to kill another villager. And with a little bit of villager micro, Arthur Dane can really screw Novanoid over here. He's down 2 vills already. He'll probably be down by 3 vills, if not 4, by the time this watchtower goes down. If this tower even goes down at all. Edward Teach, thank you. I'm glad I'm somebody's hero. Well, not all heroes wear capes, even though I do. But, God, could you imagine if I actually wore a cape, unironically? Not to a fancy dress party. That might be I think wearing a cape in this, like, day and age is probably, like, the cringiest thing you can do. It's just, I can't think of anything else cringier in terms of, like, dress, you know? A cape. Oh, because I'm a gentleman and I wear a cape. Oh God. Oh no, no. Anyway, castle age for Novanoid, and that was ballsy, wasn't it? Fast castling on a map like this. Fast castling when it's extremely open, but it might just pay off. Although he did lose 3 vills, because he's now going to be able to get a castle up here. Albeit quite slowly, but he will be able to do it as Arthur Dane comes forward with his vills. Of course, those Incan villagers are quite tough cookies with the extra 1 attack and defense, thanks to the blacksmith upgrades, which the villagers benefit from, giving Novanoid a bit of a hard time. But Novanoid's going to complete his castle anyway by the looks of things. It doesn't like he'll get that up safely, and with the castle and fletching and maybe Bodkin Arrow, he will be able to take down the watchtowers. He'll also be able to get a second TC as well, though I doubt that he can afford it because Novanoid is poor. That's right, he's poor. He's got no wood in the bank. No market either, so it's not like he can even go and buy some wood if he wanted to. Pretty bad situation for him right there, being castrated by these 2 towers. Not ideal at all. Oh no! Oh no! Oh shit! The Cape Man. The Cape Man is legitimately in the chat asking why I'm making fun of his lifestyle. What have I done? What have I done? Oh, please. Oh wait, he does have a market. Sorry. I'm so blind. He, get some Wallalow blinds in the chat, maybe, because he does have a market. So Novanoid should just buy. I mean, look how much gold he's got. He should just buy some wood and build another TC somewhere, you know. He can put a stable up though and start making some knights. And on the other side, you've got Virus coming in with some knights as well. So Novanoid really having a hard time, and he is the bottom of the scoreboard right now by a long way. Meanwhile, at the top of the scoreboard, Christopher 04, keeping out of harm's way for now, getting everything, you know, keeping everything safe. Nobody's even bothered with him. No one cares about Christopher. But he's happy about the status quo here. He's happy about that. He's got himself 2 castles up, one on the right, one on the left. He's got a 2nd and 3rd TC up and running. And yes, remember, this is turbo random. So everybody is going to be getting a lot of resources a lot faster, which explains why we've got 2 castles up in 15 minutes for our green player over here. Be very scared of Christopher this game. He's playing as the Goths. He's going to have a rock-solid eco, and he is going to be spamming units out like crazy, and it's going to be difficult to stop him because of just how open this map is. I think he's got a real solid shot at taking this game, but obviously, you know, we'll see how it plays out, but he's doing a good thing by avoiding any conflict. And the same for Tudor James Price as well, adding a castle in out here. And, you know, as the Celts, he actually stands to deal with the Goths somewhat. Obviously, Woad Raiders are going to fare pretty well, and, you know, he can stand up to the Goths, but he does seem to be a few steps behind in development here, as he just doesn't seem to have as much eco up and running at this point. Meanwhile, Novanoid's just getting slammed. Like, Virus is in here killing his stable with his knights. Red's in here dropping guard towers all around his base. And yes, he did upgrade the guard tower tech as well. But Red's kind of damaging himself for doing this as well. I mean, he's in the Castle Age, but he doesn't have a 2nd TC. He doesn't have anything like that. He's just busy trushing yellow. And if you're in yellow's position, you're going to be, like, so pissed. I know I'd be tilting off the face of the earth if I was Novanoid right now, because Arthur Dane is damaging his own chances of winning this game by going so aggressive onto Novanoid here. It hurts, but, you know, Novanoid still holding on for the time being. What's the difference between turbo random and standard random? Villagers gather a lot faster, and they carry more, and they build faster as well. They work faster, but they are created at the same speed. So villagers are basically a lot more valuable. But yeah, they pull in resources extremely quickly, which is why we see players already, you know, at 18 minutes with the 3 castles, 4 or 5 TCs, huge eco, lots of villas, lots of resources. But yeah, I mean, I feel so bad for Novanoid right here. He is just, oh, the Virus comes in as well. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Like, he's just getting fucked by the towers from Arthur Dane. And then just as he's like, okay, I can deal with the towers, in comes Virus with, like, a ram rush. Obviously, Novanoid has some knights, so he might be able to deal with this. I mean, it's really fortunate he's the Teutons here. He does obviously get the murder holes for free, meaning that his castle can defend from the knights at least. But the battering rams are just, oh, that's gotta hurt, man. And again, I mean, Teal's throwing so much at Novanoid here that he's kind of, you know, ignoring the north of his base, where Christopher is building extra town centers on the additional gold piles. And we already said about how sparse and how scarce the gold is on this map. Look at the expansionism. Look at the empire building of Christopher here. He's already taken his main gold. He's got 1 mine left. He's got 1 in the north. He's got 1 in the east. He's got 1 in the west. He's grabbing all of the extra gold piles. And that is a huge deal. It's a lot of extra resources there. And who's going to stop him? Everyone seems to be, like, attracted to the color yellow. They're like moths. They're like flies to a shit. And I'm not trying to diss Novanoid by saying that. He's fine. But everyone, for some reason, seems extremely attracted by Novanoid this game. Maybe he's just, like, too sexy, you know? Maybe he's wearing a really tight latex skiing suit, shaking his booty around, and everyone's just, like, needs a piece of that. So, like, look at this. Virus castle dropping him as well. He's still surrounded by the towers. Arthur Dane, look how many villagers he's sending in. And he's got +4 defense and +2 attack as well on these villagers. You've got to love it. Arthur Dane just, like, throwing everything by the wayside to go for that. Oh, Tudor James Price with the plays, coming in with the woadies into the soft underbelly of Blue's base, getting in there, gutting out the wood line. And, you know, Blue's been fighting with Orange for some time here. And those Woad Raiders, I mean, they don't care. If it's Blue, if it's Orange, doesn't matter. If it's alive and it's shooting back, it's going to get attacked. And, yeah, I mean, quite a lot of Woad Raiders out, but he's not in the Imperial Age yet. He did actually invest quite a lot into these Castle Age units, and I feel like he needs the upgrades here before he goes in for a full-on raid. That's for sure. A latex cape? Now you're talking, snooker balls. Where's the cape man when you need him? What's your opinion on latex capes, cape man? Do you find it's more effective when going out to the local bars? Or are you that infamous already that the cape doesn't actually matter? It's just the fact that the type of cape doesn't matter. It's more the fact that you have one. People know you as the cape man, you know? Oh, I can't believe this, though. Novanoid right now is going to be the saltiest man on the planet. It looks like he's going to lose his TC to the villagers of Arthur Dane. Like, what has he done to you, Arthur Dane? What has he done to you? Novanoid's like... These are, like, obviously not quite as strong as Spanish villagers, but they're definitely getting there. This TC is going down. Oh, oh God. The Incas showing what they're made of here. And I think that TC is a goner. No, oh gosh, Novanoid just... Oh, it hurts. Meanwhile, I mean... You've just got like a 24-minute trush from Christopher in Purple's woodline. That's like a really efficient woodline right there. Look at that. Maximum villager efficiency. No bumping. Really nice. That's how it's done. Take note, guys. Take note. But I'm really fancying Christopher's chances in this game. Like, look at this. He's all over this. He is spreading out. Everyone else is very contained. And you might be laughing now, Arthur Dane. You might be cackling to yourself as you take down the town center with your villagers. But who's going to be laughing when Christopher runs in with 100 elite Huskars? Who's going to be laughing then, eh? On the left side, Jimpu and our blue player here, the I don't know, the Netherlandish guy, the Dutchy. I don't even know if he's from Netherlands. Just with a name like that, surely he is. They're still going at it. And definitely Jimpu getting the upper hand here. He's got a lot more units out on the field, that's for sure. Meanwhile, this TC is still standing. But the guard towers from Arthur Dane covering his back a little more here. As once again, Novanoid's forced out of the TC. And the villagers are just scrambling to get the repairs in and get to safety. But it's not going to happen. This could be it. The TCs get down. Novanoid reduced to ashes. And... oh, wow. I just... yeah. Okay. Arthur Dane showing us how it's done. He might not win the game, but he's going to go out in style. That's for sure. The Huskars, though. The Huskars. Fully upgraded now. Elite upgrade done. Full defense, full attack upgrades. 10 pierce armor. Who's going to stop them? Well, Purple could have a shot with his elite woadies. The problem is for Tudor James Price is if you look at that gold, it's not there. He can't afford to make more woadies. He can't even afford to get all the upgrades at the blacksmith. He's idling the blacksmith right now. He is, however, making a trade... oh, no, that's not a trade cart. I'm just blind. I thought the trebuchet was a trade cart. But are you kidding me? That explains it. Fuck the Woad Raiders. Why would you want Woad Raiders when you can make siege onagers? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Now, there's so much wood on this map, you could probably sell the wood. And unfortunately, there's no relics either, so that kind of sucks for him. I would check the sell price. Look at that. Stone, sell 14. Food, sell 14. Wood, sell 14. So basically, start the game already. There's no more resources or gold to be had. And we're going to see some Siege Onager shots. But I'm very cautious about this. Siege Onager is extremely expensive. They need a meat shield in front. They're going to get that meat shield in the form of the Wodies and the Halbs. But these guys aren't fully upgraded. Siege Onager on the left side making a big shot, though. And he really needs these Huskars to group up. That's really what he needs. A big group of them. Fire into the middle. And you've got yourself a really nice nice kill. But still, I mean, coming out on top right here. The problem is, green is rich. He can send more Huskars in. There's plenty more where they came from. And he's already bringing down this castle. With arson researched, he brings that down very quickly. And on the right side, sure, he can just spam the pikes in there. He can keep sending the Huskars in as well. And that Goth spam, man. Oh, wow. Halberdier coming in as well. And Tudor James Price is just going to get overwhelmed. In an instant. The castle's down. And it's all well and good having a Siege Onager out, but it's not going to cut it. It's just not enough. Wow. I told you, Christopher. 290 population right now. Spamming everyone out. Just look at that score lead. He is above and beyond everybody else at this point in time, in this point in the game. I defy anyone to stop him at this point. Not only is Turbo fast, but like, it's literally instant creation on these Halbs. They train instantly. Okay, like what, 3 seconds? Look at that spam. You are not stopping that. I don't care who you are. You are not stopping that. No one even seems to be attacking him on the weak south side. He's just completely exposed. No one seems to care. And meanwhile, you know, he's just crushing purple out here. In blue's old base, orange is slowly but surely taking over. Fortified wall up here on the south to prevent red from being a nuisance. Not that that's going to matter for much longer, as they will cut through to each other through here in a moment. But yeah, I mean, similar story from orange, to be honest. He's killing it with just these scums. Do a pretty good job of that. But really, the real story here is definitely our green player. Absolutely. Castle coming up at the south. Maybe we'll see that Treb coming out to take down the castles of teal here. The map is mega random, by the way, if you're wondering. Is there a hole in the wall? Yes, there is a hole in this wall. That's pretty funny. Jimpu leaving a gaping hole at the south of his wall here. That's pretty hilarious. What a nice wall that is. Would be a shame if anyone were to just walk around it. Anyway, like I say, green is unstoppable up here.
Yes.
500 pikes. Of course he does have 500 pikes. He's the Goths. He can have as many pikes as he damn well pleases. Tudor James Price. It was nice knowing you, but no more. Meanwhile, blue's kind of fallen back. You know, he lost his base over here. He's regrouping, building a lot of archery ranges. And he's still got a little bit of resource left. You can start taking the wood up here. Start gathering that, making a lot of skirms out there as well. I told you this was going to be a huge trash war. Novanoid. He's still not out, but he's about to be. He's built another castle. He's tried to wall it in. This guy has tried literally everything. But Arthur Dane, with 6 pierce armor, 3+4 attack on his villagers. Fortunately, it doesn't look like he has sappers, so this castle is not going down very quickly, even with the additional attack on the vills. I think he's throwing away the vills out here. But that's so funny, like, other than the castle, he absolutely tore Novanoid a new one. Everything got taken down in his eco.
No.
And the castle's gonna stand, I think. Maybe. It's going down very slowly. Let me just check if he has a castle. He doesn't have a castle, so no sappers for him. Still, I mean, there's more villages where that came from. He's going for the TC now as well. Oh my god. Green killing everything still. I mean, that's the theme of the north side of the map. Green just killing all. He's turned his attention to the south as well. Coming in towards teal now. Virus. Not really got any military, so to speak. He's starting to make some skirms, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. Treb war going on, but the Treb for Virus is down, and that means that Christopher can start banging away on that castle uncontested. The castle, status report, about a third HP missing. It's going down slowly but surely. And Red's built so many TCs. The thing is, in Turbo, villagers don't actually train faster. So that's kind of a downside to that. He's still going to lose to Green, but it's definitely, I don't know. I'll give him 10 for style, that's for sure. I'll definitely give him a 10 for style. TC down. Novanoid's towers going down as well. Check out Blue's new base. There you go. Blue's new base over here, just with the scums. Oh, wow. This is so good. Arthur Dane. If he was the Spanish, that would just be so much better, but the Incas work too. Castle at half health now. I think it's legitimately gonna go down here. Novanoid's running away with 6 vills. Can someone give me a clickbait title for this game, please? Can someone provide me with a clickbait title that I can use to you know, to get people to watch this game when I put it on YouTube? Give me some suggestions in the chat. Nice escape, Yellow. He's running away. He's trying, but he ran. Oh no! He ran straight into Green's castle. There's 6 more villagers left. Trying my best, he says. Oh, I feel so bad for the guy. Novanoid just, oh, it really hurts. It really hurts. And, I mean, meanwhile, you know, obviously, purple in the north just getting crushed as well. Green is the man of the match. Absolutely, undoubtedly going to win this one, but still. Oh, no! The villagers are running into another castle. There is no way you can run, Novanoid. There's just nothing here. Don't resign. I want to see you be defeated. Oh, he resigned. GG, says Novanoid. And at the same time, Tudor James Price also resigning as well. You won't believe how this castle went down.
Yes.
You won't believe how he wins this. That one sounds a bit familiar. Have fun, everyone. Spam for the win. Incas. New meta. What about break the meta? Incas. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to rip off Rez's title there. Villagers Gone Wild. Winky face. Yeah, maybe that could work. Oh my gosh. He's nearly at 300 population. He's got 252 pop. These villagers are going crazy. He's 3rd in the score. He's got a higher score than teal and blue still. He's going in for the TC of teal. The problem is, villagers have to be microed. They don't auto-attack. That's a real problem. Like, if you could give them, like, an attack stance, these villagers would be so much better. Like, could you imagine if they actually had an attack stance? Unfortunately, for Red, the villagers just don't stack up against the Huskars. They might have them beat in melee armor, but they're lacking on the attack, and they're lacking on their health. He might be able to take down buildings. He might be able to gut out the bases of his enemy. But he's not going to be able to micro his army or his villagers well enough to kill the army of Green. Not when Green can do this. there was a base here. Once upon a time. In a land far, far away. There existed Tudor James Price. And then Christopher 04 came along. 200 villager rush versus Huskars. The mob versus the gentry. I like that one. That's a good one. But yeah, this is a massacre out here. He's lost 100 villagers already in this fight. He's sending more in. But they are going to get taken out faster than he can build them at this rate. How is his food increasing? Because this is turbo. He has so much food income just from a few farms. That his food is still going up even after queuing all these TCs. But it's futile, really. It's really... this is impossible. Yeah, unfortunately, Arthur Dane, you're just going to have to be satisfied with killing one person this game. Taking out the Goths fully boomed might be a little bit above these villagers' pay grades. Yeah. It's just, yeah, the micro really is the problem here. If the villagers could auto-attack, he could win this fight. He has the replenishment of the vills. But Green's pushing on the left side as well. He's moved his army down there. And, you know, he's pushing up against our orange player now, Jimpu, with his Huskars. This is also a massacre. The Huskars versus the Skirms. We know how that's going to end. That's going to be a lot of dead Skirms for Jimpu right there. And also a lot of dead villagers for Arthur Dane as well. It's special tactics. He gives Green free kills, which increases his score, so everyone turns against Green. I don't think so. Even if Green had a higher score than he already does with a 10k score lead, I think if everybody united against Green, Empires against Green Foundation, even then, I think he would probably still win. Call it the Inca sacrifice. I like that. I like that. The Inca sacrifice it is. We have officially titled our video. But Jimpu here, doing a pretty smart thing by adding in these champions. Now, he might not have the most gold, but champions aren't that expensive, and he can obviously use the market quite a lot since he has probably got a lot of excess resources. So switching into champions here is a pretty smart move. It's the one thing that he will be able to trump the Goths in. The champions are going to kill the Huskars, they're going to kill the Hounds, and of course, Christopher can make champions as well, but they don't have all of the upgrades that the Britons do. They miss the final defense upgrade. Problem is, Jimpu doesn't have the defense upgrade because he doesn't have the gold. He needs those upgrades ASAP. Otherwise, you know, he can't really win this fight. He still needs the upgrades to do that. Another problem is that he can't keep up with the spam. Christopher can spam. He can replenish his units so much faster. You know, the moment they die, the next wave are already there. It's the real Zergling rush of Age of Empires, and Christopher is proving just how effective the replenishment rate of the Goths can be as he pushes forward yet again, doubling now the score of Jimpu. And I don't think anyone can make a difference this game. To be truly honest, once he's killed Jimpu, the world is his oyster. Whoa, absolute bread. Thank you, brother, for the 500 bits. Kondo, Kondo, Kondo. Tell me, Kondo, tell me when. Unfortunately, no Italians in this game, so we won't see any Kondos. But we will definitely see Christopher smashing Jimpu. Damn. That's just an absolute wreckage right there. Wrecked. In the meantime, Arthur Dane, he's not given up. He's still trying out here. He's still sending the villagers in. And Green seems to like shifted his focus to the north on Jimpu, that he's not really got many units down here. So Arthur Dane could be responsible for yet another victory in this game. He's already taken out Novanoid. If green stays distracted in the north for long enough, he can take out teal as well. That's going to be a satisfaction right there. There are some monks out from teal. But he's only converting villagers. I mean, that's not the ideal trade, is it? But yeah, Arthur Dane doing his best to spam in here. Obviously, green's got his got a few units out, so Huskarl's going to be killing the villagers as they run in. And it's just like an impossible task to be able to micro these guys. He's going to drop a castle down, though. He's taking the stone from Novanoid's old base. He's finally going to do that. And he's kind of migrated out here as well, because on the south side of Jimpu's base, on the north side of Arthur Dane's base, the red player, there were some keeps causing some troubles. He seems to have just forgotten about that and moved over here and moved into Novanoid's empty husk of a base down in the south. But yeah, there's no way that the monks win that exactly, Uj. There's no way. The Goths, however, they still have a chance. Yep. That's a lot of town centers. In fact, where is the center of Arthur Dane's town? There is no center. It is all the center. As these villagers are just, they're banging. So much villager production. It's like, okay, drop a castle, surround it by TCs. Keep my production close to where they're fighting. That's how you do it, right? That is how you do it, Arthur Dane. That is how you do it. Christopher actually adding in skirms here, which is interesting. Still winning that fight. And I can't believe he's actually pushing this as well. He really needs to get sappers, though. If he gets sappers, he's going to be able to bring down the buildings a lot faster. Maybe he's got sappers now. I will check that. No, he doesn't have it. If he can research sappers from his castle, I think this is the first castle he's built, then he's going to get the extra attack damage versus the buildings. And that's going to be really important here, especially when it comes to taking down a castle. Christopher's got the extra health from hoardings, so it's going to be harder to take this castle down than Novanoid's castle here. And sappers is really going to be important here, but I don't think he has the resources to do it. Christopher's going to put another castle up. That's going to make it nearly impossible. If I was red, I'd just turn my attention on teal and at least get the satisfaction of killing him. Teal's having a really hard time, though, against the Huskarls here. And I've got to switch away from Christopher's point of view because it's killing my ears. I'll switch to blue. It's much more peaceful over at blue's side of the map. He's just trying to build up. He's not up to 300 pop yet, but he could expand into the area where purple was to rebuild up here. And he's going to build houses up there as well. Green now, having to add the Huskarls back in after the skirmishers from Jimpu somehow have managed to hold their ground. He's at 40,000 score though, doubling still Jimpu. And he's just going to be racking up more and more points here as Arthur Dane feeds him more villagers by the looks of things. There you go. I'm going to take down this Treb before it kills more of his production buildings. Nerlitic, what is this? That is a great question. I wouldn't be able to tell you, unfortunately, as I do not know myself. Alright, Jimpu adding some onagers. That's a pretty smart move as well. I think he needs to still keep on the production with the two-handed swordsman. I think, sorry, the champions. Well, to be honest, champions are two-handed swordsmen as well, so I'm technically not incorrect by saying two-handed swordsman when I refer to champions, but obviously that's misleading. But he should still add two champions, I think, as well. But he's definitely pressuring green here. I mean, green, I don't know about you guys, but it looks like he's running out of steam a little bit. He's only got 250 population. Only 250. But Jimpu sent his onagers unprotected again. Well, not again, but I was talking about this earlier with the Jordan game. Never send your onagers unprotected. That's just not safe. That's how you end up getting flattened. And case in point right there. Christopher getting overwhelmed by the Huskars again, and that is exactly why you need the two-handed swordsman. But he needs them, or the champions, god damn it. But he needs to add them before the engagement, not during. He needs to have them there, ready to fight, before he loses all of his skirms. He needs the combination of units, you know? Christopher's score is just going up, and up, and up, and up. And Jimpu's scores kind of stayed the same all this time. Alright. Arthur Dane, do you have sappers now? No, no sappers still. He's still going at the castles though. And I can't believe that he actually has more population than Christopher. He's actually pot blocked at 300. Mr. Wank? Oh my god. I just realized what your name said. I read it as MRW before. Now I see it as Mr. Wank, and I realize my stupidity. Oh god. Would a Fatoria be useful in this matchup? Absolutely. It would. For the gold. Although questionably, or arguably, it wouldn't. Because I think the Fatoria would generate gold slower then you would be able to get gold by selling resources at the market. So I actually believe that it's probably better to just have extra villagers and gather wood and sell the wood. You'll probably get the gold faster than the Fatoria, I think. But I don't know, actually. It's really hard to say. Well, we've got some big lag right now. Jimpu's PC is lagging and Virus has slow internet, so everyone's kind of struggling to keep up with this game at the moment as it's getting a little bit intense out here. I feel like an out of sync is incoming. I feel like it's on the way. But yeah, this is turbo random, so the game's completely changed. This isn't standard random map. So it's absolutely a different set of circumstances to a standard match. In this one, I feel like gathering the resources and selling at the market is going to be better than the Fatoria any day of the week. With 20 turbo villagers, there's no question even about it. 2k units on the screen, easy networking. Exactly, absolute bread. You got it. Arthur Dane, like, I wish he would just turn his attention fully to teal. Get another win under the belt and then call it a day. Uh-oh. Scam's getting wrecked by Christopher over here, or by Jimpu over here. Would Fatoria also be affected by turbo? No, I don't believe it is. I think Fatoria remains the same whether it's turbo or not. So it would definitely be a lot weaker in this game mode than standard. I mean, the thing about the Fatoria is it really depends on the situation. It depends on the map. More often than not, the Fatoria is not going to be better than villagers. But in some select situations, it can be really good. So don't count it out, but it is much more of a, you know, a very situational thing. Something funny would have been someone playing as melee, researched Force Levy and spam two-handed swordsman and skirms. What do I say? Aber, I say that is actually probably one of the stronger things you can do. In this matchup, it would probably work very well, even against the Goths. But the problem is, as I said before, you can still get gold in this matchup. Like, gold isn't that hard to get, just because you can sell it at the market, you know? Christopher can sell 100 food for 17 gold. He's gathering food so quickly from just a small number of villagers, and wood as well, that he can sell for days, and he's never going to run out of food and wood at this rate, until of course the map completely runs out. But look at that thick wood. Oh, that's not running out anytime soon. Plus all the wood at the edge of the map, so really they could go for years here. What about cavalry against the Goths? Too expensive, Nevo. The champions for the Brits are going to be much better in this case. They have the stronger upgrades. Bear in mind the Brits don't get bloodlines, and the cavalry costs a lot more gold as well. But it looks like Jinpu's calling GG here anyway. He's just ran out of steam. I mean, it comes to a point where you're an hour and 5 minutes of game time in, and you're like, right, well, I could just, you know, keep spamming units all day, or I could recognize that I'm probably not going to beat this Goth player and call it a game right there. So I think Jinpu sort of coming to that conclusion, calling the GG. And now, of course, Green's going to turn his attention further to the south, where we have more castles from Arthur Dane. We have more villagers from Arthur Dane. And I cannot believe this guy is still in the game here. Not only is he killing Novanoid, or has killed Novanoid, but he is still in an actual competitive position where he's still killing stuff. Still, just look at that score. 51,000 for Christopher, 15,000 for Arthur Dane. That is a monumental score difference, and he is feeding him more and more and more points just by sitting his villagers under here. It's pretty funny. I can't believe that he's still at it. I can't believe he's still going. Christopher's bringing in more of these Huskarls now, though, and if this isn't a pushback, I don't know what will be. Arthur Dane's challenging Christopher to a villager fight, but obviously he's not going to take him up on that. His villagers are weak, and he doesn't have, you know, a production bonus on his vills. But in come those Huskarls, and those Incan castles might have 6,000 HP, but they are crumbling under the mighty, mighty swords of the Huskarls here. Look how quickly that castle's going down. I've got no doubt that Christopher has researched, there it is, Arson, giving additional attack bonus. But Arthur Dane there calling GG, he knows when he's beat. And he isn't going to go for the satisfaction kill on Teal. It's too late for that now. So Christopher is truly going to be our winner here. Now that is a fuck ton of units from our blue player, but it's all skirms. We know how that's going to end. Do we want to inflate Christopher's score even more? I don't think so. But still, I mean, he's spent a lot of time building this army up. He may as well at least try it. But it's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. Well, Red knows when he's beat. And I've got to give credit where credit is due. That was a very entertaining way to at least kill one player this game. Although I do feel terribly for Novanoid right now. But here we go. The standoff between the two final major players in this one. Virus still in it, of course, but he really isn't going to be putting up much of a fight here. He's got some Hussar, he's got some Skirms, but behind this, not a huge amount. There's Huskarls in his eco. There's Skirms in his eco. And, yeah, I mean, obviously, Christopher's going to deal with that very easily. Here we go. That is a lot of Skirms right there, and at this number of skirmishers, you've kind of got to ask the question. These Huskarls have 70 health. There's more than 70 skirmishers on this hill. That means he can one-shot these Huskarls. So in theory, he can hold this hill and win. But I don't know. It's gonna be real tough. And I think Christopher's gonna overwhelm him very soon as well. We'll see though. We'll see. He's gonna win the first engagement. But that was just a taste of what is to come. That's just a little bit of a teaser. That's like a free sample from Christopher. Exactly, Novanoid. One-shotting Huskarls with skirms. That's the way we like it. No diggity. Let's go. Christopher here. The thing is, I actually think it's a bit buggy. I don't think all of the damage is actually being registered. But, yeah. The problem is, the Huskarls are still going to win. Given enough time, they're still going to win. Minimum attack range obviously causes a lot of problems. The fact that he can have multiple Huskarls on the front line. And these skirmishers only have a certain rate of fire. And we can already see the Huskarls getting the upper hand here as Christopher is closing in on a 60,000 score mark. Pretty standard stuff, as you know. We would expect to see this 60,000 score every game. But I think he knows I can just kill the blue player quickly, get him to resign, and then finish teal as well. Yeah, the problem is, though, we knew this was going to happen, didn't we? We knew that the Goths were going to be victorious in the end. We called it. But it's just so wonderful to see it actually happening. How do you stop this? Well, there's only one way to make it stop that I can think of. Alt F4 and call GG. Look at that. Blue's trying to put up a castle, but what difference is a castle going to make? He's just slayed. He's just slain. Oh my god, he's just slain about 270 skirms right there. He's down to 23 population. He had all of his eggs in one basket. And that basket just got blown up. Christopher, 60,000 score, no problem, no sweat. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Call Alt F4, then call GG. Not necessary in that order. I don't know about that, absolute bread. You can still call GG after you've rage quit. It's just a lot less dignified. But anyway, I think Blue's toast. I think he might be out. I think he might be dead. Just a hunch. It's just so swift. It's just so brutal. He got a kill with his Treb though. That's got to be satisfying. Is it really? Does that one kill with the Treb take the edge off? Oh, I don't think so. What's better, Champ Skull or Huskar? Champ Skull, but I think the Goths would still win, right? Because they have the production advantage and the reduction in cost. I think the Goths still trump everyone here. What do you do? Anyway, one final enemy, Virus, remaining. And this guy is not going to put up much of a fight. At least Blue had 300 units to defend himself with. Teal has none, as far as I can see. 33 population, a couple of knights, a couple of hussars. He's calling GG. He knows it's done. And let's see Christopher get his well-deserved victory here with an absolutely dominant game. That was brilliant. Arthur Dane, the real MVP. But Christopher really showing us how unstoppable those